Hello, welcome to the very first With the Bentleys podcast.
Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
My name is James.
My name's Daniel. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, my name's
I
Daniel.
was going to introduce you, but carry on.
Thank you. Yeah, my name's Daniel. So I'm one of the patriarchs of With the Bentleys channel.
Patriarchs. Where's this word come from? Right, no, we're getting off topic already.
Yeah.
Carry on.
We haven't got a topic yet. We're just mumbling. And the third guy is.
I'm Jake. Hello, guys.
Thank you very much for introing us there, James.
So
It didn't go
this
very well.
podcast,
I just cut straight in,
as you
didn't
can
I?
probably tell already, this podcast is just going to be a lot of rambling. We're picking 3 topics, going for about 10 minutes each, and we're just going to ramble about general things.
Yeah. First of all,
Yeah.
what is a podcast? Can we just clarify?
If you don't know what a podcast is, it's a bunch of people sat around talking, basically.
Okay, that's what we're going to be doing.
In the form that we're doing it, there's loads of different types of podcasts, but we're just going to be sat around talking.
Yes, and
Yeah.
we have 3 subjects that we've individually chosen,
Yes.
and we don't know what each other's subjects are.
Not right now.
And we're going to talk about it. But specifically, because there's a Christian channel, we wanted to make sure that, we don't mention politics and we don't really branch on religion either, because they are quite sensitive subjects and we don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah.
So with that
We'll
in
try.
mind, we can proceed, James.
Right, who's going first?
You're up to you, James. Up to you.
Right, mine's not the most exciting topic, so I'm going to start with that one.
Okay.
What is the best chocolate bar?
Oh, goodness me.
You did eat a Crunchy and a Twix before you started this.
Oh, why do you have to tell the people that?
So,
Why do you need to tell the
Just-
people that I had a cheeky Twix and Crunchy?
because the wrapper's sat right over there.
It was a very good Twix and a very good Crunchy. They're good, but for different reasons. That's what's
Crunchies
nice.
are amazing. Crunchies
Yes.
are so good.
Crunchies are beautiful.
The
Have you-
honeycomb.
Have you ever had the Crunchy Bites?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah,
I
the
don't know if I
bite
have.
size. Anything bite size.
They are
It's
so
amazing.
good. They are so good.
But
By
when
the way,
it's bite size, does it class as a chocolate bar? Like, I'm thinking the full chocolate bar.
It's a nibble.
okay.
It's a nibble of a chocolate
What is
bar.
the best full chocolate bar? Like the dairy milk, crunchy.
Yeah, but you get those jumbo chocolate bars. Are they still bars?
Duos, where you get 2 of them.
I'm thinking of
small
like
ones.
this.
Does that class? What's included in the criteria, James?
I'm not thinking like the big slabs. Like just your general average chocolate bar that you get in like a meal deal or something.
Okay.
All right. I know.
Not the ones that you just demolish in
Ooh.
like 30 seconds
I can't.
when you get home.
I can't choose just one. It's not possible. It's too many to choose from. I mean,
You don't have a favourite?
I think that just reminds me. I've got a chocolate bar in my bag.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh. Don't tell me.
Toffee crisp.
I'm not a toffee crisp in a long
Toffee
time.
crisp.
Toffee crisp are really good.
Show me a toffee
Similar
crisp.
to toffee crisp, Lion bars as well are amazing.
Lion bars are good.
Lion bars are really.
Snickers.
I think my favorite might be Kinder Bueno though.
Kinder
Bueno.
Bueno.
are
Kinder
so
But you've got to eat it the right way. There's a certain way to eat Kinder Bueno.
What is this certain way, Jake? Make sure you tell us, please. I will try it, by the way. I will for
Right.
sure.
So the way you eat a Kinder Bueno
Okay.
is you've got to obviously get each piece segment, like they're in segments, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like little
Yeah.
squares. So then you bite the bottom off, and then you lick out the hazel.
Is that what you
flavour,
do?
And then you bang the top in.
So
So
much
you-
effort.
That's how you
So you
eat
do it like an Oreo in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remove and lick the filling.
Where is mine?
Like an Oreo. See,
I
right,
knew we had it.
that's what.
Toffee crisp. Yes, they are
That's it.
amazing.
Slightly off topic, but still on food. Oreos.
Yes.
What is the best part of an Oreo? The biscuit or the cream?
Both. You've got to dip
The
it.
best part, if you have to pick a bit that you would eat on its own, you mean?
Yeah.
Biscuit.
See, I thought I was the only person in the world that thought the biscuit was miles better than the actual cream. Like, if they just did Oreo just the biscuit, I would take them any day.
Yeah. Have you had the Oreo snaps?
No.
Oh, so the super thin Oreos,
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
you're just like they're almost like
Oh,
the
actually,
biscuit,
yeah,
like,
I
it's
have.
like-
Yeah,
they're so nice.
Jaden had them, and I
They're
partook of them.
Amazing.
I did. Yeah, that's what happened with me.
Phenomenal. But like, I think going back to the chocolate bar discussion, toffee
Yes.
crisps, very nice.
Toffee
Yeah,
crisp.
this is one of my all-time favorites, toffee crisp.
To be honest, I think if I had to pick any chocolate bar, out of all of them, out of all the available ones that you could probably get in, let's say, the average shop, okay, like a petrol station or something, you walk in, there's an array of chocolate bars there. If I'm gonna grab one, I'd probably grab a Snickers.
Really?
Ooh, Snickers.
Really?
It's gotta
Snickers
be-
is like what you eat if there's like when you've got like
what's with this reaction to my Snickers?
Wait, Snickers are in celebrations, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Snickers are like
Snickers,
Snickers are the last thing you eat. Snickers are the
No,
last
no,
resort.
no,
when
no,
you've
no,
eaten
no,
everything
no,
else,
no, no.
Snickers are what
Bounty.
you eat. Oh yeah,
Bounties
bounties
is
are
the
after the
last resort.
Snickers, maybe. Yeah.
Bounty's the
But
last
Snick-
resort. And then Mars, and then Snickers. Snickers is
yeah,
up there.
Mars isn't that great to be honest.
Snickers is up there, but you got to be in a certain mood for the Snickers. There's no way you just...
There is a mood for the Snickers.
I
Shall
like
I tell you
Snickers, but like
what I like about Snickers is the saltiness.
Yeah,
I like the fact that it's got like a little bit of saltiness
yeah, definitely.
in with the chocolate,
true, but
because
nuts
like you
in
get the
chocolate
sweet and
doesn't
you also
always
get the
work.
salt,
It
which is
does.
nice.
It does.
It-
Reese's Pieces. And Reese's
Overrated.
cupcakes.
Overrated. I used to love them, but overrated.
Hey guys, different, slightly different. It's not chocolate, but it is like in that same kind of dessert criteria. Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's
Good.
ice cream.
Real good.
Ben and Jerry's with the
Beautiful.
cupcakes in them.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness! You
Which
get
one's this?
mini little cupcakes. You know the
Yeah.
they're not- I don't know if they're
They might
Reese's
not be,
Pieces,
yeah, no,
but
This is like
I think they're butter
the height of
butter
human
something.
advancement technology. is
Amazing.
Ben and
It's
Jerry's.
amazing.
Ben and Jerry's is...
Like Ben and Jerry's. I went through a phase for probably 6 months where I was having Ben and Jerry's every night.
Doesn't surprise
I
me.
put on about a stone and a half.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It was an interesting 6 months, but let me tell you, it was very
It's
rewarding.
how Ryan Gosling gained a bunch of weight for one of his roles. He just literally just ate ice cream all the time,
Really?
non-stop,
Nice.
just like
It's
piled
one way
on the
to
weight.
gain weight, honestly.
Definitely
Well,
is.
take it from me because it happened.
It's nice. I do love a Ben and Jerry's.
I was up to like 93 kilos at one point.
93.
Oh,
I think if I
like 20% ice cream.
I think my all time favourite though, if I'm going into it's like a petrol station, just have to fill in my car up. And
Yep.
I'm gonna get a chocolate bar.
Yep.
It's got to be a Boost.
Boosts are amazing. Boosts
gotta
are
be a Boost,
really good.
without a doubt.
That's
Good choice.
shout, actually. Boosts might take the Kinder Bueno.
It's got to be a Boost.
Boosts,
Boosts
'cause
are
there's,
good.
There's literally layers to the boost.
But aren't
like
you
the
annoyed
inside
by
and then the
boosts
caramel.
in some way because they crumble so much?
They are very
messy.
crumbly.
They are
Yeah.
a messy chocolate bar.
Like you eat that in your car, you're guaranteed crumbs on your
That's
seat.
another one. Crumbly but amazing is flakes and
Oh,
twirls as well.
Ripples are the all time. You've got to put a ripple.
Twirls are good.
You've got to put a
Twirls
ripple
are
in the
amazing.
fridge for about 10 minutes, and then eat it.
Ripples are
Texture of
amazing
it.
too. Yeah.
Twirls, actually, twirls are better than
But
flakes.
what about
though.
Galaxy bars though?
Galaxy
Galaxy's really
cookie
good.
crumble.
Galaxy's
I
good.
do feel
Galaxy's
like
really
Galaxy.
sickly though. You can't eat much Galaxy before you just feel sick.
I can
Mm.
eat a full bar of Galaxy without
Without
blanking
hesitation,
an eye. Yeah.
blanking an eye.
trying to say.
What? Sorry, blanking an eye. What is this? It's a game show or something. You have to blank your eye and eat a Galaxy. That's the rules. I don't know about
That's
that, but
great.
Galaxy is brilliant.
Yeah, I love Galaxy.
They're all good. They're all good. I don't know how we're doing for time.
We're
You're
about 10 minutes, but so do we have
Right.
any definitive answers on the best one? I'm gonna stick with the Kinder Buenos.
Snickers.
I'm
Right,
gonna
you
go
say
Boost.
Snickers.
I'm gonna go Boost all the way.
If you guys want to buy me a present and it happens to be a chocolate bar, then you know
Snickers.
Snickers is the
Just
one.
get you a giant Snickers.
Oh wow, Toblerone. Just thought I'd put that in there.
Toblerone's nice.
Toblerone.
Right. So what's your topic, Daniel?
My topic of discussion is basically to do with public hygiene in a way, because it talks. I want to talk about in Singapore, the small Asian island. They have a law which is no chewing gum. Chewing gum itself
Interesting.
is banned,
Fully.
fully banned. So you're not allowed chewing gum in the country of Singapore. And if you go to Singapore, you'll see the pavements. And by the way, I've been to Singapore. You'll see the pavements and the sidewalks, and you know all the areas which would normally be pitted heavily by chewing gum, rid completely free of chewing
Sounds
gum.
good.
Very
Yeah,
clean
yeah,
city.
yeah.
Sounds very good.
They're known to be one of the cleanest places in the world.
Yeah, I think I've heard this before.
Yeah, I've heard that. I have heard
sure if it was
that they
Singapore.
banned it because it's a nuisance.
I don't
So-
know whether banning it's the like. I don't know because I do like a bit of chewing gum, but there is far too much chewing gum just literally littering the paper.
If you go to
in this
any
country.
traffic light and sit at a traffic light, like or walk past traffic light, you can see where people's pulled over and just open the window, Drop the chewing gum.
What is it in humans that it's just like we just think like, right, I can just spit this out on the floor and just leave it there for someone to just trod on. Even just let any litter. We litter so much. It's insane.
Littering is terrible. Oh, it brings me on to my topic, but we'll talk about it in a bit.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wanting to kind of branch off from that really when it comes to kind of like that hygiene aspect that they've banned chewing gum, so the government's clearly deemed that as a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah.
Do you think that should be like implemented worldwide? Would you reckon?
What, banning chewing gum?
Yeah.
I don't think banning it.
No, I don't think you could do that. I think
Or make at least like a biodegradable version.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Like start looking into better ways to create chewing gum.
Yeah,
It's not the most healthy thing really. You're just like chewing on rubber pretty much.
No, yeah, it's
With a bunch
not
of
good for
sugar
you,
on it.
and especially for your body. It's not good for your body because it makes your body act like you're eating food and produce more acid in your stomach, and then that can't be good for your body.
I don't really know anyone that
like
chews chewing gum.
Full of sugar. I've got chewing
I
gum in my pocket
really-
right now.
I've got chewing
really?
gum in my pocket, yeah.
Yeah, Ricky buys it.
I went through a
rarely use
phase
it.
where I used quite a lot, but now I rarely.
I went through a phase
Yeah,
where
I'm like
I
that.
always had a pack of extra in my pocket. Literally like,
It's got to be airwaves for me.
oh really?
Airwaves.
Yeah,
I only have airwaves when I need airwaves, like when I've got a cold or something.
I like airwaves. I like the mentholiness of it.
Which one? The purple one?
No, the
Phone's
blue
ringing.
one.
I'm getting a slight phone call.
Phone call.
We will.
Pause the podcast for a minute.
So to resume, where were we talking about chewing gum?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I just had to let me grab my microphone. I just had to nip to go answer a phone call, but it's not important what it's about. I was talking about chewing gum and its environmental impacts and whether governments should implement that as a rule worldwide.
Do you think they should ban chewing gum?
Yes,
Really?
definitely.
I guess,
Really?
I guess
Ban the chewing gum. Get rid
Why?
of it. It's a hazard to society.
No.
Get rid of it. It's a biohazard mess.
I think
Just
work
for
out a
what?
better
the
way
sake
to.
of the sake of oral hygiene.
I guess mints can do the same thing.
Make it as part of the NHS so that people have proper oral hygiene and they don't have smelly breath. Yeah, and get rid of. Have a mint. What's wrong with an extra strong
mints
Trebbers?
probably do the same.
Yeah.
Trebbers. They're not Trebor. I thought they were Trebor.
Get a Trebor in you, yeah, and you'll be right. Forget chewing gum.
Or a smint. You remember those little smints?
Mint?
Little
What's,
boxes.
what's wrong with Tic
Mints.
Tacs?
Whatever happened to those weird little like film things that you used to get?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
little,
they
like,
were
squares
big,
that you just
weren't they?
slam
Yeah.
on your tongue and they like burn your tongue off.
Yeah, I remember
Used to, like,
those.
melt your tongue.
They
Everyone was
obviously were
going mad
hazardous
over
to
them.
health because they got, like, you don't see them ever anymore, do you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
they
they
must have
probably
been
like
bad.
Yeah.
I've had
they
too
probably
many
took
of
a few
those.
layers off your tongue.
Yeah.
Lost a few taste buds.
When stuff just disappears like that. And
Whoa.
Like, no,
You know.
you know
Yeah.
it's bad for you.
Yeah,
It's like when you used to get the massive
And the colours
rolls
of
of bubble gum, like
Yeah.
the huge ones that just like huge rolls of it. What happened to them?
Oh,
That
the
was
squeezy tube ones. You remember the squeezy
Oh.
tube ones? That you
No.
could squeeze out of it like almost like a toothpaste tube, and you squeezed it out. and
That
it's
does
like
not sound good at all.
bubble gum.
What?
horrible.
Bubblegum. Yeah. I remember Hubba Bubba.
Hubba bubba. Oh yeah, the little green
Hubba
one.
Bubba. Oh. Apparently, in China, when Ricky was younger, I know it's weird to talk about somebody else when I'm the person relating the story, but
Yeah.
the story is about Ricky when she was younger. She hopefully will be on the next podcast, which will be interesting if you guys want to tune into that. But she was telling me a story when she was younger in China. She was advised by the dentist to blow bubbles with bubble gum, which is quite strange. But they advised her to do that because she didn't have straight teeth. And they said if
Right.
you blow bubbles with bubble gum, that whole blowing motion enables your teeth to straighten themselves out. So she did.
That's
and she's got straight teeth now, which is
Wow.
strange.
Wow.
But she became like a bubble blowing queen.
Expert. Yeah.
Yeah. She was like the empress
It's
of
like the
bubble
origin
blowing.
of a superhero. It's like,
Yeah, the beginnings were happening. But yeah, she used to blow bubbles and got really good at it. Apparently, she can still do it. Blow
Yeah.
big bubbles.
Cool.
Quite interesting.
I've never heard anyone.
That is
like,
interesting.
It's
never
not
heard
banned in
anyone say
China.
that.
No.
They're fine with chewing gum over
Don't think
there.
anything's
Bubble
banned
gum.
over there.
No,
They're pretty
pretty what?
open, aren't they? To like eat, like open to stuff like that. Like they eat dogs and stuff, don't they? So
What? Okay.
don't they?
Right.
I love hearing people talk about China. It's brilliant.
Because we like people think
It's
they
the
know stuff
best.
about China over here, but
It's
they
so
know
good.
absolutely nothing.
It's
like,
so good.
Yeah, but they do eat. They do eat dogs over there, don't they?
Yes,
They do.
that is a fact.
I mean, I don't. I'd eat a dog. I mean,
there is a festival in which they do eat dog meat.
yeah. I think.
So, yeah,
I think dog
it's
would
true.
be nice. I mean, I know I've
I
got.
think it is interesting that people are so used to eating like cow's meat and chicken and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yet when they hear something like horse meat or dog meat,
Yeah,
they're
I
like,
think
no,
that-
that's
yeah.
disgusting. It's horrible. It's horrible. Like there's a bit of a sort of
Yeah.
double standard there.
Yeah, I think that
Definitely.
people go over the top about it because it's like,
I wouldn't eat either.
but you don't eat meat.
No. don't
So,
know.
I mean, what's the difference to eating veal to eating a dog? It's the
Yeah, it's
same,
true.
isn't it? It's the same.
Ultimately, it's
But
all meat.
then, like, when do you stop like human meat?
If I had to.
Good
I
answer.
don't know. I mean, I was of the same opinion a while back, but I did speak to Ricky about it because Ricky's very strongly opinionated when it comes to human meat. By the way, we've gone way off topic here.
Carry on. Yeah, we're
Human
still,
meat.
She is, yeah. I just thought I'd just
Still in good
briefly mention that. Yeah, she's very strongly opinionated when it comes to eating meat, and that it's not good at all.
What, eating meat or eating human meat?
Eating human meat, sorry. Yeah,
Oh, you mean like eating?
you know, you can eat any other animal's meat, but not humans' meat.
Right.
As far as she's concerned, I don't really take an opinion because I don't think I'll ever be involved in a circumstance in
No,
which I
yeah, I
have to
don't know.
eat human meat.
Any
you
of
know?
it.
But
Hopefully.
if it did come down to it and you were hungry, anyone would do it, wouldn't they?
I don't know. I can't say whether I know I would or I wouldn't. If it came down
So
to survival, I mean,
There's
maybe
an island. It's
maybe
you and
in
one
that
other
moment,
person.
you know, possibly. But I mean, it's from going from chewing gum to devouring human meat.
Eating human
We've
meat,
gone
yeah.
slightly off topic here,
Yeah,
haven't we?
maybe we should not be talking about
Right.
human meat.
Jake, what was your
Sorry, guys.
What are you doing, Jake?
what's your topic,
He's
Jake?
ruining this show single-handedly.
Right, third topic.
Devouring
guys.
human
Right,
meat.
my topic is
Goodness.
actually it's been all over the news lately, and it's basically about the mass of plastic and how much plastic is going to be starting to
Wow,
cut
so
down
it's
on.
Similar.
Yeah, it's a very similar sort of like and
It is surprisingly so, yeah. Since that we didn't plan this ahead of time,
No,
we just
no, no.
randomly chose
No, yeah.
the subject.
That makes it seem like we didn't.
And there's two actual stories that that caught my eye in the news this last week. And one was McDonald's is going to start trialing paper straws in the UK, and the other one was oh god, I forgot it now. Waitrose is now not going to do paper cups and plastic top cups anymore. They're just going to do takeaway cups. So if you want to buy a coffee from Waitrose, you've got to have a takeaway cup.
What is the takeaway cup made from?
Plastic.
Okay, so the
But like a reusable plastic.
Right.
So
recyclable.
Recyclable, but also reusable. So it's
Oh,
made
so
to
it's
be
more than one time.
it's
use.
made to be used every day.
So it's like
so-
a bag for life.
Yeah, like a bag for life, but cup for life, basically. So
Okay.
sort of idea, which
Cup for
I
life.
think is a good idea, and I think that we do need to stop using so much plastic because
Yeah,
we use plastic
definitely.
for everything.
Honestly, plastic is such a great resource,
Yep.
but at the same
It's been
time,
completely abused.
you know, haven't we just messed up that whole thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
that whole thing being the Earth.
I mean,
Well,
the,
yeah,
the
like-
oceans are the problem. I mean, I watched a video the other day of a whale, I think it was a 4.5 ton whale, got pulled, and I think there was about half a ton of rubbish in this whale's stomach.
Yeah, we just
Unbelievable.
all
throw
plastic.
everything in the sea.
You just wouldn't believe it,
Disgusting.
would you?
It's
Disgusting.
disgraceful. I mean, they say when you eat a fish, you are eating 1% of plastic because it's got that much
Whoa,
plastic
I never thought about
in the
that.
water.
That's crazy.
So
Never
I
thought
think
about
that there's something that needs to be done about the way that we use plastic. And we don't need to use plastic. I mean, why do we use plastic bags? Why can't we use paper bags? I mean,
Yeah, there was a big thing about like the plastic bag, like paying for plastic bags and stuff like that.
But didn't we only bring plastic bags in because paper bags were rubbish?
yeah, but
pretty
paper
much.
bags are
you
rubbish.
carry home your shopping, and it
in a
rains.
paper bag. Yeah, but I mean, who carries home the shopping now? Most people Most people don't carry shopping.
They use public transport, yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
They get on a bus. They have a car.
And they have an umbrella.
Or-
Or just use like the cups in Waitrose. Use a bag for life.
Yeah, use a bag for life.
get one of the big
Go
bags.
and buy a bag. I mean, they charge for bags now, which I think is kind of out of order, but they shouldn't really be doing that.
It's bang out of order.
Yeah, yeah,
everything,
they
Jake.
People were in uproar when that
Do you know
came
what?
through.
Do you know,
Like
but the
5p
thing is,
for a
right,
bag.
There's no way they give that money to charity. There is no way.
Really?
Is that what they said they were doing?
Yeah,
Giving
there
it to
is
charity?
no. I mean, you look. I bet you look at the profit margins of these big stores, and since they started charging for these bags, I bet the profit margins went up. I bet you any money.
Interesting conspiracy there, Jake.
I don't agree with it anyway.
Hmm.
I mean, when you go to Aldi Lidl, they've always charged for bags, so you don't mind paying the 5p. But when you
I
go
see
to
what you mean.
Tesco,
So what you're saying is
Sainsbury's,
you don't like change.
no, I don't like change. No, I do. I
Such
I
a
embrace
British thing
change,
to say.
but I think that the issue here is.
Can you push the button on there?
Sorry, guys. I think the issue here is
GoPro's cut out, but we're back.
the big supermarkets have took advantage of this like new thing they can do and to profit from it.
It's like petrol stations, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
They put the price of
Petrol
fuel
stations.
up because apparently the Arabians were charging more per barrel.
More for oil, yeah, but
yeah, right.
but they weren't charging for. But what about all the oils you got in the barrels you got in stock that took how much to cost? You paid that much for them, so why are you putting the prices up now? Why are you not putting the prices up? In
They
6
they
months?
made a killing. They had about a 9-month period or so in which they like tripled their profits, and then after that they had to like because of the uproar.
Is that after you
from-
bought your Range Rover and filling up a full tank every day?
Yes, after I had to frequent more there. What? Sorry, just ignore the way I use my vocabulary. Sometimes it gets out of control. I can't even keep and contain myself. But yeah, I think it's an interesting subject, mate. Can you tell me more about it?
What the plastic?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Basically, the plastic. What happens is we go to the beach. You buy some. Why do you have to buy beers with that plastic thing on the top?
To
Why-
keep them
Yeah,
contained.
they've changed them now, haven't they?
But
They've
why-
changed it so it's less harmful to wildlife.
But why does it have to be there? You don't need that. You can buy beers in 4 and put them in a bag, can't you?
Yes.
They don't have to have it in that. Just to make it a little bit more
Yeah, but
convenient
then you
for
use
the end user.
the
It doesn't
plastic
need to
bag
be there.
instead of the plastic top.
No, but you put it in a paper bag. If you go to America and you go to a supermarket, they don't use plastic bags. They use paper
Oh, yeah,
bags.
these paper bags then.
Right? So why does that little bit of plastic? It doesn't need to be there. The plastic is only there for our convenience, and really, it's our convenience, but it's destroying the planet. So yeah, for us, it's convenient now. But what about in 250 years when all of our ancestors have got to deal with this big, massive problem? Because it will be a massive problem.
Well, that's the whole thing about our society
Wow.
today. We're thinking about we just think about us today. We don't think about
Yeah, it's
what
selfish.
people in the future are gonna have to deal with. They're like, it doesn't affect me today, so
This
it
is
doesn't
deep.
matter.
This is real
Yeah,
deep.
it's
I have
very
to say.
selfish.
plastics are good, but plastics are bad.
Plastic is an amazing invention, isn't it?
But
Like,
it
we
needs
just
to be
need to be
used in the right
smarter
way.
smarter with how we use it and smarter with how we dispose of
It's
it.
such a. I mean, think about it. There isn't. You can't pick 5 things in this room that aren't plastic.
Yeah.
yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
not like we can
No,
just
you
like
can't just
completely
get rid of it.
outlaw plastic.
I mean, plastic is such a massive commodity in this world that you can't really. But you know, it's not a GoPro that's plastic that's causing the issue.
No,
It's like
it's packaging.
Specifically
Yeah.
packaging.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
packaging.
exactly,
Yeah.
I mean, apparently, I heard some celebrities who were like in uproar about this. There's apparently like a rubbish island in the
Yeah,
middle of the
yeah,
ocean.
Yeah,
Ocean
yeah,
is, yeah.
that's in.
I think Oprah spoke about
where
it.
is it now? It's
GoPro's dead again.
The GoPros decide to turn off and on as and when they wish.
We need to sort that out. But it's actually in the South Indian Ocean, like Maldives way,
Okay.
and because they're such a massive, like what's happened is in the last like 10, 15 years, because they're such a beautiful place to go and visit. There's so many like resorts popped up, and obviously when you get resorts, you get people and you get products coming. People are importing products to sell to people at resorts, and obviously when you're buying products, they come with plastic. And basically, what's happened is they've got one island where they just go and dump all the rubbish, because they don't have like a landfill like we do, or they don't have like places. They're just like remote islands that that don't have somewhere to like burn the rubbish
or
get rid
dispose of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and
What's the rules when it comes to burning plastic anyway?
I think it does. I think it does get done.
Does it damage the ozone?
I don't know if necessarily directly damages the ozone, but it's not good for.
It's not good for the environment.
environment.
No. I mean,
You wouldn't want to breathe it in. Let's be honest, would you? Burnt plastic.
No.
I think black smoke in general, you're not supposed to inhale it.
I don't think any smoke you want to inhale.
Yes,
really.
I agree.
But
I fully support you there, Jake. With that smoke inhalation issue. If your house is burning, the rule is you go prone, isn't it?
yeah, you go down,
Yeah.
don't you?
You go
Because
prone.
smoke rises.
Yeah, because smoke goes up. So
Yeah.
if you go prone, you go down on the ground. And
This
therefore,
GoPro is not having it.
it's switched to camera mode. Yeah, go down on
Really?
the ground and you'll avoid the smoke. There we go, back up and rolling.
Yeah, but I think that maybe the issue is it's like, well, actually, Iceland, the big company Iceland,
Oh, okay.
they've actually said they're gonna, because when you buy some like of their products, they have in a cardboard box with a plastic inside, with the products in plastic, like a plastic wrap.
Yes.
So they've said they're going to get rid of the plastic and just do paper, which
Interesting.
I think is a good thing. And if everybody does that, then it's going to help, isn't it?
Yeah, I think a reason a lot of companies use it is it's probably cheaper than using stuff like paper and things like
Yeah, and I think it stops the losses. For example, if you just use a cardboard box and that cardboard box gets damaged, then they can't really sell the product in it because it's open. But if it's in a plastic wrapper inside a
We
cardboard
care
box,
so much about hygiene as well, because a lot of these companies, you've got to consider, they get through lawsuits all the time as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
and they get sued by people constantly because, oh, it wasn't hermetically sealed in a hermetically confined bag. Oh, my product wasn't carefully positioned within the sealable container. They worry. They do. They really do.
yeah.
Some people.
They do.
Some people.
Hey, have you ever seen those San Pellegrino drinks?
Yeah, with a why has it got
Right?
the foil on
It's
the
got
top?
the
Yeah,
foil. Shall I tell you
Why?
why? Hygiene.
Wheels
Really?
disease, is that what it's
Hygiene.
for?
No,
Have you
it's
heard
like
about
no, I've not heard about
that?
that.
Wheels
What's-
disease. So it's like basically bottles and cans and stuff that
Okay.
obviously, because I mean obviously most of our stuff is produced in this country or close to our country, but like some stuff like San Pellegrino, Corona at the Bay,
Yeah,
that they're brought in from other countries.
Mexico.
Yeah, and basically what happens is rats with this disease, it's called wheels disease.
Oh, they pee on it.
They get round and crawl around and it goes on. And if you get the disease off it, it's really harmful to you. So they always say that you need to, like, when you're drinking out of a beer bottle or anything, make sure it's wiped top.
This
Wow.
freaks you out, doesn't it? This kind of stuff.
I'm just thinking back of all
This-
the times I've
that you
drank out
haven't
of a
done
bottle
that.
now. And
Yeah.
like,
I mean, even apparently there was some guy died of drinking a Red Bull, not because of what was inside the Red Bull, but because actually a mouse had broken into the plastic packaging. Because they actually, if you buy those in bulk, it comes with plastic over the top.
And
A mouse had crawled in and left some, feces and business on that particular can.
Yeah.
He'd cracked it open, drunk it with his lips, around the mouth area, ingested some of whatever the mouse left behind and died.
Yeah, I think it's a similar sort of.
And who do you sue in that kind of situation? Do you sue the shop? Do you sue Red Bull? I mean, do you sue
you
the
put it
packaging
on
company? I mean, who do you sue when it comes to
transport people?
your child dies because of a Red Bull?
Yeah, I think it's.
That's why hygiene's become such a big thing. That's why plastic's used so widely.
Yeah, because everyone sues. That's the thing.
We live in a sue mentality. This world is like, well, I will
the
get
US
what I
definitely
deserve.
does, yeah.
Yeah, the US is the worst.
We're
for it.
massive for suing in the
But
UK.
We've got massive now. We've got massive because where what do they say? Where there's a blame, there's a claim.
Developed society, that's what it comes down to.
It is.
Where there is a developed society, there will be people that always want to get their way, get their money claimed that they feel like they're owed. And if you look at people crashing cars now,
Yeah.
every single person will claim. I mean, I remember back in the day, I was on a bus ride to Stockport, and the bus driver, for some reason, completely lost control. We were going around a bend, it's like he let go of the steering wheel or something. Like, don't need this thing anymore, just keep going forward. Crashed into the barrier at full speed, right? And I believe we went flying and everything, right? Full on accident. We all ended up getting off the bus, and there was like a nurse who was, there always happens to be like a nurse on scene, doesn't there?
Yeah,
like comes out of nowhere.
Helps, and stuff, yeah.
So a nurse came out of nowhere and told me, look, if you've got any issues or you feel any pain, make sure you get to the hospital and all this. I was like, no, love, I'm fine. I need to get to college. I was in a rush.
You should have been like, oh, I feel pretty bad. And I'm like,
well, this is the thing. If I'd have been more kind of aware of the society we live in, I probably, for the inconvenience and the time wasted, would have made a claim of some sort, because I would have thought, well, I missed a few hours of my college lectures, and maybe a bit of distress that was involved with the situation. I could have probably got a few £100 for that as a claim.
Big one is distress, isn't it?
Yeah,
if you suffer distress, you
I mean, a big thing is now people claiming for things that have never really happened as well.
Yeah, obviously, people are always going to be.
I broke my wrist, and their uncle signed the paperwork. Who's a doctor to say, they broke the wrist, but actually you scanned them and there was never a break, never even a hairline
there's always
break.
going to be people that want to game the system and try
and
make
those,
something off it.
There's those people who go around just
scammers
slamming on in front of people just to get a clip.
Scammers. Get them in jail.
Put
them in jail. Yeah. Just throw them in and throw away the key. That's what you do.
They don't deserve it.
Lock them up and never see the sunshine again. That's what I think about those kind of people.
Give them bread and water.
Give them bread and water.
Bread and water for all of time. They do deserve some kind of severe punishment for this kind of behaviour. Did you hear about the guy who, near Wilmslow, he was like the, what did they used to call it? Crash and dash, I think they used to call it, right?
King or something.
Yeah, he was like the crash and dash king. Like, basically, he set up like a conspiracy ring on a notorious roundabout near Wilmslow, in which what he used to do is drive up to the roundabout where you have to give way for other oncoming traffic to the right.
Yep.
He'd pull up to it and suddenly slam on the brakes, slam on really hard. The person behind him would shunt him up the rear, and they've smashed up their front of their car, and he's smashed up the back of his car. Apparently, he did about 60 accidents at that roundabout. Okay.
Why the same roundabout, though?
Same roundabout.
Why?
In the same circumstance, same time of the day, because it was more busy at that time of day and stuff.
He was
so he'd target it. And every single claim.
I bet he had a car full of people as well.
He was every claim he was getting paid for it. This was back when you were able to do it. Now insurance companies are a lot more strict, and they tightened up the regiments. Apparently he ended up buying his girlfriend like a Lincoln Navigator, like one of those massive cars from America and stuff.
Crashed it as well?
No, I didn't crash that one. Just bought that as like a toy, a luxury toy for his girlfriend. And apparently made
thousands.
Yeah, I think about £250,000.
No one noticed that the same guy was having the same crash for like
people did. That's how he got caught. That's how he got caught.
Yeah, but
After
I bet he
60
never
tries,
actually
though.
got.
That's how he got caught.
Did he
Because
get in trouble?
near the roundabout was a block of offices. And
Yeah.
it just so happened that the people who were working in the offices, there's another crash. There's another crash. And eventually they realised, isn't that the same guy?
The same guy comes there every week and has a crash.
Crashy Craig's here again.
Crazy Craig, that's him. I think he was called like Asim or Atif or something like that.
Yeah.
But he managed to get away with it for quite a while, and got caught. Yeah, because they got onto him and realised that it was him. That he'd been in that many accidents that clearly were set up, and all in the same circumstance where the car in front braked harsh and I hit him by mistake. Because people do unfortunately drive too close to each other.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And they don't realise that cars can actually stop really quick when you push your brakes. Cars are very safe, to be honest.
Yeah.
What's that rule where they say like you have to be a certain?
It's like braking distance, isn't they?
Yeah.
Braking distances are obsolete now as well, though.
Distance?
I think it's 127 feet at like 30 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And it goes up. Obviously, the distance increases.
The faster you go.
The faster you go.
But did you know that the way when you brake, a lot of the braking, the slowing down is done at the end. So the way I went on this course, it wasn't a speed awareness course. It was just like a driving course.
You've never been caught like that, Jake?
No, never been caught.
Never done irresponsible driving.
And basically the way that you brake is, you say you're doing like 70 mile an hour. The last you slow down to about 54, and then the last 54 is done in like, say you're braking over like 30 seconds. The last 54 miles per hour is done over like 6 or 7 seconds. Like you slow down the most towards the end of the braking.
Interesting. I mean, they've wiped out the new braking things with modern cars now, because they were all done for cars that never had ABS and all that. They set them in place, and it was for safety reasons. But now it's like cars are so much better now. I mean, you try the brakes on that Vauxhall Rolls Royce I've got, right? And that thing stops. It really stops quick. The brakes are really good.
Yeah.
Whereas with my Range Rover, it's a bit of a beast of burden.
Not so much.
And like, it's got to stop best part of 3 tons through those brakes. So it's got some work to do. Whereas the Mariva's quite light, and you slam on and it works. It really does. Modern cars are much better at braking because they focus on it so much, simply because it's such an important thing. If you're able to brake in time, you're going to save lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you hit someone at 30, they've got a 50% chance of living and dying. If you hit them at 40, there's an 80% chance of them dying.
I have flashbacks to these, like, those adverts they used to put on.
Those horrible adverts.
Horrible adverts. If you stop at
Traumatise you.
30, take 4 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I
kids,
remember them.
like, the blood's dripping
The
down.
slow motion ones are
And
horrible.
it's like it rewinds and the blood comes back up. Do you remember that?
Oh,
It's horrible.
I feel sorry for all the
On
lives
that-
lost on the road. I thought I'd just put that out there.
On that delightful note, we are rounding off.
We're going to have to
on this
round it off.
podcast,
for
I
a
think
bit.
we're at about 40 minutes at the moment. Just
Okay.
time.
Sorry for going over another 10 minutes.
And we did go quite off topic again after plastics.
We
Again,
can't
sorry,
keep it
guys.
under
It's
control.
the good stuff, though. The off-topic stuff is the good stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
I
it is
think
good.
that's the juicy part of the bone. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
This
guys.
has been the very first with the Bentleys podcast. Make
That's
sure
right.
you subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram with the Bentleys. Check out RG Customs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
RG is spelled ARJIE.
Yes. it
J
is.
for Juliet. When I say to people it's ARJIE, they're like ARGIE. I'm like,
Although
no.
They always think it's Archie as well.
Yeah, Archie.
Archie.
Yeah. So it's RG with a J. But thanks for tuning in, and we appreciate that you've spent the time to listen, hopefully through to the end of this podcast. If you've made it this far, guys, make sure you smack a like on there.
And comment and let us know what you want us to talk about next time.
Yeah, if you've got any cool topics, make sure you let us know what they are.
Give us a shout.
Give us a shout, and also hit that subscribe.
Subscribe. And share it and tell all your friends. See you next time.
Hopefully we'll give you something to actually listen to and appreciate, and then you can share it if you like it. Okay, thanks,
We know
guys.
you like it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.